All right, Eddie, is there some moment or something that you look at the racetrack where you really feel like you're part of this, and yes, race day is finally here?
Oh, yeah, it's race day really is probably the easiest day of the whole race week. For me, it's running around and saying hi to everybody and having a good time, but it's right before they say, gentlemen, start your engines. You got to take a second and look at the crowd and look around and realize what a great deal this is, and how fortunate that I am to be a part of it. And it's hard to believe we're in our 19th season now. It seems like forever ago in one hand, and then it seems like yesterday in another. So, I know I'm a blessed guy to be able to do something not terribly important and have fun doing it and getting paid to do it, too.
Talking to the drivers throughout this week and last week, they talk about the bumps in the road as being what makes this track so unique. Now, we're not talking potholes here, they're just smaller bumps. But how does that change the dynamic for this race?
Well, every racetrack has its dips, its bumps, humps, things like that. We have all around the racetrack, we've got survey points, and we survey it several times a year. And we know where they're at, but it allows a car, if you can't get over that bump or hump, it disrupts that car just a little bit. Where if the other guy can get through it better than you can, that's an opportunity to pass. They like that. Even if it costs them a position here or there, it also gives them an opportunity to pass the other guy. So there's no such thing as a glass smooth racetrack. It just doesn't exist. But this one, the asphalt is really worn out, so it's real slick, and they love this slide. They're really doing about 190 mile an hour drift through the turns, and they like some of those bumps and dips. So every one of them, they tell me, don't touch the racetrack, don't repave the racetrack, and we have no intention of repaving this racetrack anytime soon.
Do you prefer Saturday night or Sunday afternoon for a race?
I think the fans like Saturday night, but it gives you some built-in advantages. If you have bad weather, you can always go on Sunday, and people can still get to work. If you get it in on Saturday night, which you typically do, you get to go home on Sunday. Everybody gets back to because they're from all 50 states, 15 foreign countries, all over the world. But more than anything, it's just cooler at night. The cars look faster. When they got a full load of fuel, you'll see sparks flying out from where they bottom out. When they rub, sometimes you'll see sparks fly. And I know as a kid, I ran faster and jumped higher when I was playing sports at night than I did in the daytime. And it just has a different feel, a different aura to it. So I think everybody likes nighttime racing, but we're not married to it. It's pretty cool. Day or night, it's a big spectacle, and I think that's what everybody enjoys.
2 weeks since the last Sprint Cup race. Some of the drivers have been competitive in that span of time, but what kind of race will we see because of the break?
Well, I think first of all, the thing we like about it is it gives you 2 weeks to talk about the next race, which was Texas. So now we're down to it, and you're right. You've got some guys that probably took the weekend off and ate a little too much and got a little bit lazy, and now they're back in the car, and we'll see if they can do what they were doing before the break. It may take them a race or two to get back. So I think though you're going to see what you always see here, which is an extremely fast race. These cars here are just about as fast as they go anywhere. They're going to be almost 200 miles an hour going into turn one, and as it gets cooler, as the night goes on, the cars will go even faster and faster. I think you're just going to see a super fast race.
Last question for you. We are going to watch the race on Fox 4, but let's get a prediction anyway. Why not?
Well, I'll give you a prediction. My first prediction is that it's not going to rain, despite the forecasts all week long. And secondly, I think it's Kevin Harvick's night. Kevin has won truck races here. He's won Xfinity races here, but he's never won a Cup race. And so every time I see Kevin, I go, hey, we do Victory Lane after that one, too. We have a Victory Lane. So if you ever want to come see us, I'll give you a trophy after the race if you pull in there. So I think it's his time. He's having a spectacular season. Of course, he won the championship last year. He told me this is one he's got to get because he hasn't done it yet. I think he's the guy tonight, but we'll see. Any one of 25 so guys could win this thing.